Teacher Cheryl is here, and good morning and welcome to my class. Today, we are going to unlock the secrets of poetry and how words can sing, dance, and make magic. But before that, let me discuss to you our classroom rules. Welcome to the world of poetry. But first, remember to raise your hands before speaking. Second one is listen carefully to your classmates and try your best and do not be afraid to make mistakes because this is how we learn. Ready for the discussion? That's wonderful. Before we start, let's have a short activity. Let's listen to the following sentences. For the sentence number 1, the stars are bright. For letter A, and for letter B, the stars dance in the sky. Which among those two sentences sounds more interesting? If your answer is letter B, then you got it right. And later, we are going to find out the reason for that. And let's check our third sentence. The wind whispered a secret. Will that happen in real life? That sounds interesting too. Alright. But before anything else at the same time, I would like to make sure that for you, the learning objective is clear. For our learning objective for this subject, we have to determine the meaning of words and phrases as they are used in a text, including figurative languages. Ready to listen? That's wonderful. Let us define first what is literary device. Are you excited to know? Literary device is defined as a literary or linguistic technique that produces a specific effect, especially a figure of speech, narrative style, or plot mechanism. According to the explanation here, poetry expands on these literary devices in the form of poetic devices. Let's check some examples. For example number 1, the wind dances through the trees. Do you think the wind can really dance through the trees? Let's find out. That type of poetic devices is what we call personification. So personification means assigning human characteristics to an inanimate objects or non-human beings such as animals or flowers. Writers also associate human characteristics to certain abstract concepts or idea things that feel real yet intangible. Let's check another example. Her smile was as bright as the sun. That type of poetic device is what we call simile. Simile are used when two different concepts or things are compared using the word as or like. And we have one more interesting poetic device. We have alliteration. For alliteration, when the first consonant sounds of words in a line sounds the same, it is also known as alliteration. This is the reason why children found nursery rhyme very interesting and very appealing at the same time. So there's one example that I can give you, and let me read it for you. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. It sounds that you are ready for a short activity. So this time, grab a partner and answer the following activity in a piece of paper. Alright, let's try. Complete the sentences. For simile, she is as blanked as. Anyone can give example? Awesome. So one of the examples for that is she is beautiful as the flower. That's wonderful. For the second one, for the personification, The wind blunt. The wind whispered a secret. That's awesome. And for the third one, alliteration, make a sentence using the letter S. So one of the example, alright, you can give me one of the example for that. Yes, go ahead please. Slither snakes slither slowly.